Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Talking currencies, have to talk about the volatility that we've seen this week in the British pound, with a good chunk of it being today, the pound down about 1.5% against the US dollar specifically. Today's pound sell-off actually took pound versus US dollar almost all the way to unchanged. We started the week at about 130.70 against the US dollar, got all the way up to 132.97, and then came all the way back down to about 130.80 in the close. So again, huge volatile week, down about 1.5%. A lot of today's sell-off driven by the rumor of, and then the actual event of Theresa May speaking live to the British population to explain their particular position in Brexit and to essentially challenge the EU. That's what the British Prime Minister did, to come to the table with counter proposals. She said she would not split the nation in half. She would not dishonor the mandate. She would not ask for a new mandate. She just thought it was important that the EU came forward, and instead of just rejecting proposals by Britain and walking away from the table, that they would reject it and then come back with counter proposals, which she claims they have not done. That kind of heightened the sense of a possible hard Brexit, heightened the tension between the two nations, gave the population and the trading population the idea that maybe a deal wasn't that close, and continued to push the pound lower versus the US dollar. Prior to that, the pound had some pretty good strength, as it had some pretty good economic data. And now this probably explains the Bank of England, the BOE, and their actions at their last meeting, where they said growth was strong and they said basically inflation was in sight, but they didn't raise rates. They hesitated. Now, why did the BOE hesitate? Clearly because of Brexit. If you look at what happened when Theresa May said, we're going to hold firm and we want the EU to do some more work toward this end, pound sold off. So instead of the BOE kind of hiking the value of the pound with a rate hike, they kind of left it alone. They're letting this play out. That's clearly where their hesitation stemmed from. This is Bob Iaccino talking about the British pound from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.